trying a couple of things out. I think this is cool. Yeah. Oh, we don't want that. We want...
Hey, there we go. Let's turn that down. Whoa, here we go. We're trying this new thing out. So don't mind me while, ooh, you know what I could do? I could put the output here. That would be pretty cool if I could do that. What's going on? What's going on? So trying out a new thing. Everything should be streamed to YouTube. We're trying it out. We're living, we're growing, we're doing our thing. Will it work? I don't know. We're going to try it out. You should be able to send me comments on YouTube. I am anxiously awaiting, ready to go to answer your questions about dreams. But I'm still just kind of tinkering around with this new little setup I got here, trying to see how it goes, see how it works. But this is kind of fun, guys. There we go. Not bad. All right, cool. So I am in my headphones, finally. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for that first chat on YouTube. I want to see if it works, if it goes through, because that's going to be sick. I'm going to pop over to YouTube and see if it's actually streaming there, because that's going to be cool. Love to get your questions and see what's going on for you guys. Oh, you are first. You are first. I think I can type back. I think I can type back too. I'm geeking out, man. This is kind of cool. Oh, wait, I forgot to go live on TikTok. On. See, YouTube's going to be where it's at. Hey, look at this. Look at this. All right, let's see. I got to figure out how to set my background on. Here we go. Effects. Go here, down to this guy. Boom. Boom. There we go. It's great. That's great. How are you all doing? It is, gosh, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. We're doing this thing, man. How's the week been? What dreams are you having? Are you noticing more dreams or less dreams? Are you noticing a change in the type of dreams that you seem to be having? Yesterday night, I dreamed of my fictional character crush. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. For the second time. You know, I often like to think about when we have those dreams about our fictional character crush. Carl Jung and psychoanalytic stuff would call that like our shadow anima. Like it's like our shadow feminine side or shadow masculine side. And so sometimes we'll like fall in love with these people we meet in our dreams because they actually represent sort of the lost and repressed part of ourselves. And I think that's really beautiful. It's really kind of nice to almost really think about finding yourself in a dream, almost like like romance, like romancing yourself. Like our relationship with ourselves should really be like that. If you think about it, you know, we should have kind of a courtship dating relationship with ourselves. Like, hey, how are you today? You know, let me get to know what you're feeling, what you're experiencing. And really like, you know, that should be kind of the way that we interact with ourselves. But oftentimes we don't. And that's kind of sad, you know, honestly. That makes a lot of sense. I'm going to try something cool. Natalia, I think, oh, look at that. Can you see that on stream? I can like pin your comment. Dude, this is the coolest tool. It's called Melon and we're testing it out. So if you want to see the full stream, you gotta check me out on YouTube. Got to check me out on YouTube to see the full stream. It's very cool. Very cool. I'm trying to check it on this side here. YouTube. Awesome. And I'm answering all the questions over on YouTube. So if you're not on YouTube, got to check it out. See if we can find it. We can see on YouTube. Not yet. Pre-med kids here. What's up? It's me. It's me. So does that make Harley Quinn the female version of me? Actually, probably not. So like if you're seeing Harley Quinn, like kind of something like that in your dreams, that actually probably represents the opposite of you. You probably represent and you probably live your life from a very different, almost opposite sort of perspective. Like maybe you're very regimented, you're very on time, you're very routine driven. But in your unconscious mind, in your dreaming mind, you have this relationship with totally the opposite thing of that, which would probably be like Harley Quinn, which is kind of cool. Nas is in the chat. What's up, Nas? Dude, the real team. Hey, answering all your questions, but it's on YouTube. So join me over there. There's 180 people on TikTok asking me questions, but I'm hanging out in the YouTube chat. You got to see. Listen. I got a cool thing. You got to check out this cool thing. Oh my gosh, I just heard the mic. It sounds so much better, this microphone, rather than listening to things on TikTok, because I can't really connect my microphone to TikTok. It sounds delicious. Sounds delicious. Oh wait, do chats not get censored here? No, chats do not get censored here. This is why we're on YouTube. This is why we're here. Watch, TikTok's going to shut down. TikTok's going to shut down my my TikTok live stream because I'm promoting myself on YouTube. Watch it happen. Okay, here, look at this. And I can show questions. I can show questions on here. I had a sleep paralysis nightmare where there was a thing on me and I was trying to turn on the light but couldn't. Ooh, yeah. So something very interesting happens when we have sleep paralysis. When we have sleep paralysis, our mind and our body normally are supposed to go to sleep and wake up at the same time. But sometimes that natural sort of rhythm can get disrupted. And so we will actually become consciously awake before our body sort of reattaches and reconnects to, our mind. So we're paralyzed, which is actually what happens when you sleep. But we actually can't dream the same way that we could when we're asleep because our eyes and our mind are open. So what happens is your mind will actually dream and project dream images onto your real world. So you'll see things that aren't actually there. You'll see projections. A lot of people talk about it and they call it their sleep demon. This is something you can Google, you can research this, but a lot of people talk about it. And it's actually just projections, dream projections during sleep paralysis. They call them hypnagogic hallucinations and hypnopompic hallucinations. Hypnopompic hallucinations are when you wake up, you will see projections. Hypnagogic hallucinations are when you go to sleep, you'll see projections. So actually some people will experience sleep paralysis as they're falling asleep, which can be very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. But you in particular had a nightmare during sleep paralysis that there was something on you and I was trying to turn on the lights, but couldn't. Turning on the lights, but couldn't make sense because of the sleep paralysis, but something on you could actually be part of a dream and can be interpreted. Something on you means that there's something, a part of you, maybe something that feels foreign to you, that really you haven't accepted or aren't sure of, kind of like an unexplored part of self, which is really, really pretty interesting. So, all right, let's get back to it here. Hey, why do I keep having dreams of my grandma? Ooh, good question. So why would you have dreams about your grandma? There can be two things, really. One I want to talk about is grandma probably represents something for you. Maybe she was a safe place for you. Maybe she's always the person who has wisdom. Maybe she's the person who always has insight when you're having a difficult time or you're struggling with something. And so when your mind will dream of your grandma, it's your mind trying to solve your everyday problems by thinking about an image of a person who probably could solve your problems. Now, there's a second thing. Let's say that your grandma has passed away or your grandma's not around or you haven't seen her in a while. The mind will often dream about this person that you miss because it wants to increase that connection with them. It wants them to come closer. It wants them to be there. And so a huge part of dreaming is wish fulfillment. Our mind will fulfill our wishes while we're sleeping. Pretty cool. Don, once an English major, always an English major. Did I say something wrong? Did I get it incorrect? Hey, so for everyone on TikTok, thank you for being here. Appreciate the gifts. I'm trying to improve my YouTube presence, and so I'm answering all the questions, all the comments over on YouTube. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. You'll get to hear it here as well, but we've got something really cool going on over on YouTube, and so I want you guys to check it out. I should also be actually live streaming on Instagram as well, which is pretty tight. So let's get back to these questions. No, we're just talking to each other as usual. I hear you. Who is this person? What who? I don't recognize these usernames. Don's username I recognize. Okay. Cherokee Ray says, I have dreams about family passing away all the time. If you have dreams about your family passing away all the time. Oh, wait a minute. I might have misunderstood that. Are you having dreams about your family passing away? Like your family's alive and they pass away? Or are you having dreams about family members who have passed away? Because that's very different. And I'll answer both. If you have dreams about family members who have already passed away, the mind will often do that as part of the grieving process. And it's trying to connect with them. It's trying to kind of remember them, gather what's important, and sort of synthesize and put together that information. It's trying to grieve and process that loss. But if you dream about your family dying, right? If you dream about your family and people are passing away, it can mean that your life feels out of control and that it feels like you're losing parts of yourself, right? And so you got to remember, one of the cardinal rules of dream interpretation is that all the different symbols are related to us. The different symbols are related to who we are as people. The unconscious mind doesn't really care very much for outside things. You know, it's the prefrontal cortex that cares about outside stuff. The unconscious mind, this back part of our brain, which we know scientifically, it cares about what's inside in our internal relationship. Hi, Katie. Oh, hello back. Here's a great one. Here's a great question. Why do I dream about battling demons through prayer to save family? So now here's a little caveat, right? There's a lot of people who do very, very spiritual type of dream interpretations. And there's nothing wrong with that. I value that. And I believe deeply in that. Oh my gosh, Chicken Monkey TV is here. What's up, Chicken Monkey? Thanks for popping in, man. I believe in the spiritual stuff. That's great. And if you want to kind of interpret it that way, I love that. But from what the research has kind of shown us, when we're battling demons, these really represent parts of ourself that we have rejected. It stands for parts of ourselves that we really don't like. So those times when you're selfish, those times when you're a little bit narcissistic, those times when you kind of are jealous of people or prideful in things, that's going to be what these demons sort of represent. And so battling those demons in your dream are representational of you battling and fighting against parts of yourself because you feel like you have to fight against parts of yourself in order to protect your family from who you really are. So it comes from sort of painful things and a lack of self-acceptance, which is really pretty interesting. Hey, so just shout out to TikTok here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for tapping like on the screen. Appreciate you. If you want me to answer your dream question, I'm answering all the dream questions, but I'm doing it on a very cool YouTube format. So check the link in my bio, tap on over to YouTube, and you'll see the live stream and you can chat with me there. I'll answer your dreams questions. So let's get back to it. Julie, hello. Marlene, hello. It's Stardust. Hey. I was wondering, I was like, all these usernames are different. Live nights or pizza night. I love that. Psycho Gaming's got a cool question here. Let's check this one out. Sometimes I'm having a dream where I'm just going my everyday life, but small details are off. Like buildings have different layouts, and I slowly start to realize it's a dream and it turns lucid. That's actually a great way to turn dreams into lucid dreams. We call that actually reality testing. When you try and test a dream or try and test the reality of a dream to see if it's real or not, it can actually show you that it's not real, show you that it's a dream, and then you actually sort of ignite or initiate your conscious mind and it turns that dream into a lucid dream. We know that lucid dreams are just dreams where our conscious mind is also active while our dreaming mind is active. And so that's actually really good. A great sort of example to turn your dreams lucid is to take your hand in your dream. This is in your dream. You take your hand and you take your fingers and you try and press your fingers through your hand. If you can press your fingers through your hand, it's a lucid dream because you can't you can't do that. But if you're not able to press your fingers through your hand, then it's real life. What you can actually do though is throughout your day, do this. And then what's going to happen is you kind of pre-program your mind to be testing reality all the time. And then when you go to sleep, you will actually recreate that and it will go through your hand and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm dreaming. It's nuts. Let's see. Here's a good question. Man, you guys thanks for being here, everybody. I know it's tough to get people to come from TikTok to my YouTube channel. But thank you, all of you, for being here in the YouTube live stream. I really like this. I really like that we can do it this way. And this is kind of nice. I can pin your comments. There's no more censorship. It's a lot closer, more intimate. It's cozy. I like it. And this microphone sounds really nice. Let's see. Oh, what's this trigger warning? Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. Tori asks a wonderful question. So trigger warning, but what does it mean when you watch someone commit suicide in a dream? Death has a very interesting sort of interpretation for dreams. A lot of people get very nervous when they die in their dreams or they see death in their dreams. But it's not weird. It's not bad. Death is actually and can be a very positive symbol because it symbolizes transformation. So you have to remember that dreams are very dualistic. They combine opposites in order to give you an image of something. So death is combined with the opposite, which is life. So death actually symbolizes new life. That's why a lot of things can have sort of surprising meaning. So if you're watching someone commit suicide in a dream, it means that the person that you're watching needs to be transformed and you need to reevaluate that relationship you have with them. You need to reevaluate the relationship you have with that identity inside of yourself and sort of process through that. Counseling works really well. Coaching works really well. Hypnotherapy works really well, which is what I do. I'm all three of those actually. Chicken Monkey. What's up, Steven? Doing D&D, watching, but I'm distracted. Haha. I love it, man. That's what live streams are for, man. I love putting on a live stream on Saturdays while I'm like making coffee in the morning. Makes me feel so relaxed. I love it so much. Hey, for anyone on TikTok, thanks for being here. I'm answering all your questions on YouTube. The censorship is much better over there. There's no censorship. You can ask me all your questions and I can actually pin your comments to the screen. It's a little bit more of a connected sort of experience. So tap on over to YouTube. Come on in. The chat is fine. And we'll talk about your dreams. Stephanie, thanks for the rose. Appreciate it. Not me texting and eating steak while watching it. I love it. I love it, man. Pass me some steak. I'm down. This is a totally different world than TikTok. Yeah. What do you think? I kind of like it, man. It's kind of nice. I can change things. I can like change the size of my screen. I can make myself small. I can make myself big, but I think it's pretty cool. I'm happy that I can watch the live while at work. When you're live on TikTok, it won't load. See, listen, I know it's a little controversial, but YouTube's got it right. Also, the monetization on YouTube is much better. TikTok pays terribly. Sharing is caring. Share the live stream, y'all. Share the live stream. Sharing is caring. All right, let's get back into these dream questions. Oh, one just popped up right now on the YouTube chat. Why do you dream of family dying, coming back to life, and carrying their dead body with them, with their new body, and having to figure out how to bury them again when their new body dies? So this has a lot to do, again, with death. This has a lot to do with death and transformation. So I'm fixing some things here. There we go. It's much better. I can see your comment now. Family member dying means that you need to reevaluate what that family member represents for you and your relationship with that family member. So a dying family member represents that your relationship with them is changing. It's a new relationship, and the old relationship is passing away. If you're carrying their dead body, it means that you're carrying the old relationship with you when you need to let it go. And so there's probably a couple transformations happening. You'll probably have to let go of their new body too, and sort of reevaluate and reassess the way that you connect with them. It has a lot to do with transforming and being adaptable to the changes that happen and just sort of naturally occur in relationships with people. So hi from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Here we go. Great question. Hi from the UP. Why does scent affect dreams so much? So it affects scent affects dreams so much. Sorry, stumbling over my words. It affects it so much because we do know that the olfactory sense, that organ, is very close and very connected with the hippocampus, which is your memory center in your brain. So when you're smelling something, oftentimes it will trigger a memory. And so if you're smelling something while you're asleep, it will trigger the emotional and memory centers of the brain, causing your dreams to become more vivid, causing your dreams to have and to guide in a certain direction because it's processing the memories and the emotion associated with that scent. It's actually very cool. That's why, like, having your bedroom smell nice, having a nice candle, or sometimes they even have you seen those ones where it's like a spray that you'll spray on the bed, is pretty nice and actually very good for you when you sleep. So I love it. Hello, TikTok. Thanks for being here. I just want to say, answering all your questions over on YouTube. I got to shout it out. The people got to know. The people got to know about how these things work. Join me over on YouTube and come say hi. Ask me your questions. Tori's got a question. Let's see. Let's check this out. I haven't read it yet, but I'm going to read it now. I had a dream of someone who isn't in my life anymore because their wife doesn't like me. Bummer. Jealousy, man, can be tough. We were always platonic, but not in my dream. I'm happily taken for 8 years and never attracted to him. So if you're having sex dreams about somebody who is not, you're not sexually attracted to, you got to remember that sex in your dreams is just a symbol for connection. So the reason that you probably like and are platonic friends with this person is because there's something about them that you really enjoy. They probably make you very happy. They probably have some pretty admirable qualities and characteristics about them. And so when you have sex with them in your dream, it's you trying to connect with and to sort of emulate and have those same character qualities and traits. You're just trying to connect with them. But you got to remember, the dreaming mind is very primal. And so the way that it thinks about connection is usually very sexual. And Sigmund Freud talked quite a bit about that. Justin Woods, what's up, man? What does it mean when something is chasing me and when they catch me, I die? And then when I kind of respawn in the dream, I'm back at home with my family. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful dream. So if you didn't see my post today, being chased in your dream is a huge symbol for running from parts of yourself. So the imagery here is you're running from a part of yourself. You're being chased by that part of yourself that you don't like. This is a classic symbol for anxiety and repression. We repress parts of ourselves that we don't like. You're being chased by who you really are. It catches you and destroys you because the fake you that is running needs to die, so that way the new you can be born. And this is all metaphorical. No self-harm here. Take care of yourself. Get mental health. It's important. And then when you sort of respawn, you respawn with your family, which is a symbol for connection and safety and coping, right? It's a symbol for safety. And so when you actually, your dream's telling you exactly what to do with your life. When you let yourself sort of be transformed by accepting who you are completely, it will allow you to find that safety that you crave and that you're looking for. Is Nas leaving? Where's Nas? I haven't seen Nas. Oh, here's Nas. Nas got a good question. Can I move this around? I wish, oh, you can update it too. Oh, there's so many fun things you can do with this. We're going to have a great time with this, guys. What do dreams about dark, collapsed churches mean? Churches have a lot to do with spirituality. So churches can have a lot to do with different people. So sometimes people who are traumatized by the church will mean a very specific thing. Other people that find the church as a place of safety and comfort, it will mean that for them. Usually, usually dreams about the church will be a symbol for safety, for spiritual development, for growth, right? But a dark, collapsed church means that your spiritual growth, your safety is shattered. It's kind of broken. You're not feeling very safe. You're not feeling very cared for. You're not feeling very spiritually developed or loved or accepted. And so it may be time to rebuild that church, because that's totally possible. You can have those things, but maybe it's time to really make that a priority in your life, and to really believe and accept that you're worth it and deserve that in your life. Because sometimes we don't prioritize our own safety and health and spiritual and emotional development because we don't feel like we're worth it. And that's really tough. Our dreams will always call us out when we do that. Thank you, everyone, for being in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here. Y'all are great. Y'all are great. Let's get back to these questions. If you're on TikTok, thank you for the whipped coffee, mommy. I said mommy on stream. Hopefully I don't get canceled, but appreciate it. If you're not joining me over on YouTube, that's where the party's at. That's where I'm answering your dream questions. So come hop on over and hang out and check it out. We got a pretty cool little thing going on over here. Okay. Something froze here. There we go. Let's see. What about a dream featuring someone that you recognize, but you don't know at all? Like, what could they mean to a person then? So I'm trying to understand that. Featuring someone that you recognize, but don't know at all. So if it's two meanings, it means that you may be unaware of a part of yourself or an area in your life that you're currently experiencing. So it may be time to explore and develop that part of yourself, but it could also mean that if it reminds you of somebody that you actually know in real life, it could mean that you actually may need to reevaluate your relationship with them, and that relationship is changing. Maybe you don't know them the way that you thought you knew them. And so what will kind of happen is you got to sort of reevaluate that. You got to sort of adjust your relationship and maybe be a little bit more honest with yourself about what is really kind of going on there. Let's see. What is your least favorite flavor of ice cream? Oof. You know what my least favorite flavor of ice cream is? Look at me. I'm going to tell you. It's the cotton candy bubblegum birthday cake. Just fake over sugary flavors. Oh, can't stand them. The cotton candy, like the ones that are like blue and turn your mouth blue, and am I right? Am I the only one who feels that way? Tell me. Now, what's my favorite? You take that back. You get out of here. No, stay. I need the views. No, but you get out of here. What the worst flavor of ice cream is mint ice cream. That's my favorite. That's my favorite one. I got two favorite flavors. TikTok, you listening to? Two favorite flavors. Mint chocolate chip and strawberry. That's me, baby. Call me what you want, but that's facts. Mad facts. Get that comment out of here. What are we talking about? Coffee ice cream is really good. I hear you on that one, Don. I hear you on that one. Chocolate mint is so good. That's what I'm saying. Look, we're going to leave that. That's what I'm talking about. See, these are my people right here. Chocolate mint is good. Hell yeah, man. Here's a great question. Back to dreams. Yes. Okay. Emily on TikTok understands. No, I agree. The worst is a sweet attack. Gosh, drives me crazy. Hey, come and join the conversation over on YouTube. Don't forget, I'm answering all the questions. We're talking about things over here on YouTube. You can ask me your dreams and I will answer them here in the YouTube chat. But you got to go to the link in my bio. Tap the little logo up there. Okay, let's see. I thought I pinned a comment. Hold on, I got to find one. There's a good one up here. Sabrina asked a great question. Sabrina. What do cars symbolize in dreams? Had a dream, an angry man ran over me, but instead it just pushed me and I couldn't get away or get help. Angry man ran me over. Cars are a huge symbol for independence, autonomy, and control. So if you're dreaming about a car, it has to do with that flavor, that genre of things. And so if you're dreaming about a car that's driven by someone else, it means that you feel like somebody else is in control of the direction of your life. And it means that, well, you may want to reevaluate that one. If they're running you over, well, it means like they're in control of your life, and it's not great. Now it could be symbolic. An angry man could be actually a symbol. It could be a symbol for the sort of critical, sort of crotchety, stoic, grumpy, very, very critical, analytical, self-critical part of your life. And so maybe the critical sort of masculine energy is in charge of your life. And maybe it's not being so nice to you. Maybe you got to let that go. You know what I'm saying? Something to think about. Oh, we're still on ice cream. Mango ice cream with chunks of mango. I could be down. I could be down, Nas. That sounds great to me. I got a tickle in my nose. I don't know why. Hey, I see your questions over on TikTok. Please come on over to YouTube and ask them. I'm pinning them to the wall, and so you can see them. I'd answer them. We're hanging out. We're interacting over here. It's a great time. Rock on, folks. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. I love that. Mr. T Gaming. Let's see. Here's a great question. Great question by Miss Molly Rachel. What's up, Molly? Why do I keep having dreams of natural disasters of the world ending? Probably because it's a symbol for your world ending. You probably feel anxious. You probably feel out of control. You probably feel overwhelmed by the things that are going on. And so you're having ideas about natural disasters that are ending your world because of your anxiety. The benefit is the great opportunity is here. When your world ends, it gives you the opportunity to create a new world and to start afresh. Because let's be honest, if you're really anxious all the time, you may need to reevaluate some things in your life and try and understand that. Work with a therapist, work with a life coach, talk with a hypnotherapist, schedule a session, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And so you probably are very anxious about things. Please tell me someone gets that. What, Tally? What did I miss, Tally? This is an inside joke. Now, number 5. Tally, I don't know what that means. Maybe I'm just a boomer. Workout fitness. Ooh, I like the channel name. You get it. You get it. Workout fitness with your with your channel over here on YouTube. Why? It scrolled, and now I missed your comment. Hold on. Workout fitness had a great question. Come on, let's find you. How far back are you? My gosh. Here it is. Boom. Gotcha. Snagged it. What does it mean if my boyfriend had a dream of me being pregnant? Ooh, it means that, it means that you may be starting something new. It means that there may be some vulnerability in your relationship, or that the relationship may be having sort of some new things developing in it. You're kind of entering into a new depth of your relationship. So it's fragile, needs to be taken care of, it needs to be developed, needs to be nurtured, right? But if your boyfriend's dreaming about you being pregnant, I mean, you could be pregnant, but more likely it means that there's kind of a new dynamic developing in the relationship. Pregnancy is all about development, something new, right? It could be a new business venture, could be a new relationship, could be a new hobby, could be a new identity for you. But that's what pregnancy means. So yeah. Ask him about it. That's great. Nas says, what does it mean if you dream about a puppy? It means love, life, happiness, and friendship. Honestly, actually, it does mean unconditional love and friendship. Great question. Mr. T Gaming got the reference. I didn't get it. Someone's gonna have to explain it to me, but I'm probably gonna miss it. It's probably whoosh for real, dude. Whoosh right over my head. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Ooh, wait, here's a quick one. Jenna asks, what about ests? That's a lot of but Jenna asks, what about twin pregnancy dreams? Twin pregnancy dreams means anxiety. When you have a dream about a twin or having twins, it means that you feel overwhelmed. Like there's a lot of change. There's a lot of new things happening, and you feel sort of overwhelmed by those changes. It's still good. It still means new development and new stuff, but it means that you're feeling anxious about all the new things that are kind of happening, kind of taking place. So might want to be aware of that. Get some help, get some support. You deserve it. Okay, who do we got? We got it won't show me. Alyssa asks, dream my best friend since we were 12 died. I just sort of knew. I didn't see her dead at the funeral, but I just knew I needed to get to her. needed to get to her mom. And as soon as I saw her mom, we both lost it. We were sobbing. Oh, it could mean kind of two things. It could be actually talking about your relationship with your friend. There may be something going on with your friend that your mind is actually aware of. Oh, Jenna, I see your comment. Very true. Anxiety. Jenna, I hear it. Thanks for sending that comment. I'm glad that interpretation really connected with you. But if you're having this dream about your friend dying, this 12-year-old friend of yours, well, yeah, not 12-year-old, but friends for 12 years. It could very much be about the relationship, that the relationship is changing, but it could also be a symbol that you feel like there's some grief kind of happening. There's some loss of yourself that's kind of happening, and you're looking for comfort in your maternal energy, right? So the mother is a very big representation of care and nurturance and acceptance oftentimes. And so there may be something you're going through right now where you feel a great sense of loss, almost as if you lost your friend, and your mind's trying to tell you, hey, we need to care for ourselves in this. We need someone to grieve with us. And we deserve that. We deserve that comfort and support with our grief, you know? Let's see. I have, here we go. Oh, come back here. Haha, gotcha. Cheyenne Hughes. What's up? Welcome to the stream. I have bad sleep paralysis, and every time it happens, I see a big, dark-figured man dun, 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 wearing a hat, either standing over me, wearing a hat, interesting, standing over me, or just standing in the corner watching me. What does that mean? So that is, at Blister House, every time I see, well, I was going to say, is it happening when you're waking up or when you're falling asleep? Naz, I did not know that TikTok censors the eggplant emoji. The eggplant emoji is my favorite emoji. Think of that what you will. This is why YouTube's better. Just saying. So, sleep paralysis demons. This would be very much what we call a sleep paralysis demon. Why is this happening? What happens is your mind will project dream images into your real world while you are kind of waking up and while you're paralyzed, because your mind is still dreaming even though your eyes are awake. It's what's called a parasomnia, and it's not the way that sleeping is supposed to work. Now, it is theorized that these projections, these dark, shadowy figures, are actually repressed parts of yourself, right? So it's the fear that we have of connecting with who we truly are. And so we will see this dark, shadowy figure of a man because this is your repressed and masculine energy. It's the part of yourself that you're afraid of, that may be a little bit more aggressive, maybe a little bit more mean. Maybe people will judge you for it. And so we see it as projections into our real world because of this. So, yeah. Oh, Tristan, what are you saying here, Tristan? Tristan says, it's only happened once, but I went to church with my mom, and there was a guest during the sermon. He talked about heaven, etc. I went home and had a dream. I seen heaven. What's that mean? It probably means that you were, got a knot in my shoulder. I'm very ADHD distracted right now. It probably means that you were trying to process the information that the pastor tried to teach you about when you were little. Kids have a very honest, have a very honest dream imagination, and they will often dream about things because one of the primary purposes of dreaming is to process information in our experiences in order to teach us things, in order to gain insight and understanding and wisdom. Naz, yes, we are having story time today. Absolutely. They actually did a very cool study with people to try and learn more about dreaming. And during this study, they would have people play Tetris for about an hour before they went to sleep. And then they would go right from playing Tetris to going to bed. And when they woke them up halfway through sleeping, when they noticed that they were dreaming, they wake them up and ask them, what were you dreaming about? And they would often report like, oh, I was dreaming about these giant blocks falling down, or I was dreaming about these shapes, or I was dreaming about fitting things together, or I was in a maze that was made of Tetris pieces. And so you can see that your mind will use whatever is most recent and most current in order to sort of process whatever it is you're going through. So it doesn't mean that the dream doesn't have meaning. The Tetris dreams still have meaning. However, it's just using what is most readily available in order to make sense of that. Sorry, the chat is super distracting me. Why is everyone talking in capitals? Wow, wait, you can delete comments on here? I guess. Oh, I saw you delete whoa. Wow, yep. I guess you can. You guys are so distracting. How am I supposed to concentrate and answer these questions? Nah, it's killing me, man. You're killing me over here. I read comics before bed and never dream. It all went away. I read comics before bed and never dream about comics. That can happen too. It doesn't necessarily have to be about that, but it definitely can happen. We talking caps so you can see it. Okay, thank you. I'm very distracted. It's also distracting me. Let's see. You're not supposed to concentrate. You're supposed to say hi. Okay. Hi, Raylan. I see you. And Nas, it's you. I can't read these comments because all I see is capital letters. Oh my gosh. All right. Listen, I got to pin something so I can focus here. Jeez. If I shift my focus over to here to where it's pinned, that's kind of cool. Oh, guys, you want to see something cool? Nas just likes yelling. Yeah, I know that. Workout Fitness says, is it bad to not dream too much? Also, why do I never feel rested when dreaming? Dreams often happen when we have very intense emotions. So if we have intense emotions, it can actually kind of disrupt our sleeping cycle and mean that we don't actually sleep very well. But it is also very normal to forget your dreams and to not dream. Actually, 90% of dreams are forgotten within the first 10 minutes after waking up, which is actually something not a lot of people know about. A good way to help improve your dream recall and your dream memory is to start talking about your dreams more, sharing your dreams more. Come to dream class. We do weekly dream class that we talk about our dreams and we get meaning from. But that's very normal. It takes some practice to get your dreams back. So don't worry about that. I want to show you something very cool, but I'm going to answer. Oh my God. My apologies. I'm so sorry. I love this microphone because I can whisper to you as well. Isn't that great? It was the one thing you always wanted from me as your dream interpreter. Whispers. You can hear me drink loudly. All right, Marlene. I've made you wait long enough. Oh, okay. I dream that I have to fight something / someone bad or demonic. But the moment that I have the power to harm it, they become inoffensive and good. Ooh. Very good dream. It means that you are fighting. We know fighting. We know this stuff, bad or demonic. It's always repressed parts of self. But when you're fighting yourself and you finally get the strength, it turns good. That's because when you finally believe in yourself and have the confidence, you no longer need to fight that thing because you're actually accepting yourself, right? And so it makes perfect sense. Once you have the strength to accept who you are, that monster that you thought was a monster actually turns out to be a great thing. So Marlene, beautiful, beautiful dream. Thanks for sharing that. Let me try and get rid of this. There we go. Jesse ASMR is great. Well, Tal, you're welcome. I hope it gives you all the brain tingles that you feel very excited in a totally normal platonic way. We're not going to turn it into that kind of channel. Wait, all right, check this out. This is why I also love doing things on YouTube, not just for the inappropriate content, which is absolutely lovely, and not just because I can curse again, which is great, but because I have so many cool tools. So look at this. My camera is on a gimbal. So if I stand up, follows with me. You can see me through my ring light. I come over here. It follows over here. I say, oops. I'm breaking things. Oh my gosh. Can't leave me anywhere. I wanna just, I'm done with you all. I'm gonna leave. I can leave. Come back. Yeah, I'm on TikTok too. But TikTok needs to go to YouTube because YouTube's where it's at. Come back here. Can we see the eggplant on your door? Is there an eggplant on the door? Oh, it's at home. I brought the whole box home and I haven't put it on my door. I'm going to make a special video and send it to you to put the eggplant on the door. That's the one. It was in the box, right? I will tell you what I carry around all the time. Wait, check this out. Aloha, fuckers. Dawn did ask to see the eggplant on my door. Nas, make of that what you will. TikTok, I'm gonna get canceled so hard on TikTok. Okay, all right, let's get back to the dreams before it gets worse. I swore. I said fuck. Hide the kids. Oh my gosh. All right. Hello, Cece. It's Miami C with the coffee from TikTok. Oh, hey, thanks for being here. I had a dream last night of me astral projecting, seeing me and my boyfriend asleep. However, I was stuck in a paralysis, and I was scared. So, hey, listen. I've been doing a lot of research on shamanic dream interpretation, astral projecting, planes, soul retrieval, stuff like that, just because I feel like I should educate myself on that topic. But there's no real hard scientific evidence to support that yet. So I try and stick with the, I'm not going to say that out loud, Mr. T Gaming. I try to stick with what we know from the research. So, because I don't want to just put things out on the internet that may not be totally true. I feel like I have a responsibility to stick with the research for my following because you all trust me. So now saying that, what science will kind of say about astral projecting and about things like that is that when we are in sleep paralysis, we hallucinate. We have hallucinatory symptoms. And so we will often imagine ourselves looking down at ourselves as kind of a dream projection. Now, that being said, the spiritual kind of interpretation is that your soul has left your body. Your soul has left your body and it's coming back to your body as you wake up. So as it kind of comes back down from the astral realm, you kind of come back down into your body and you re-enter your body during that episode of sleep paralysis. So, hey, make of it what you will. I let you believe what you want to. Therapist with principles. That's right, Claudia. Hey, Claudia, come join us over here on YouTube. Ask your questions, get your dreams interpreted. Love it. I love it. Raylan told you what exists. I don't know what's happening in the chat. I'm losing it over here. Let's see. Here we go. We got a great question. Someone who actually wants a dream answered. Y'all behave yourselves in the chat. I tell you what, man, I am very surprised with how much better this is over TikTok's sort of thing. I love TikTok. Listen, TikTok's my first love. Honest with you. But there's so much more capability over here on YouTube, which is really, really cool. I think one day TikTok will catch up. And I'm really excited for that, to be honest. So, okay. Kiko Marcellus says, hello. Sup? I had a dream that my best friend and I were in the doctor's office and they had a radiation leak. They evacuated without telling us. I started to run to evacuate as well, but my best friend wouldn't go. So there is something toxic going on inside your life, maybe inside of you, maybe inside your environment. And it's specifically toxic in the way that you want to get help. There is something about doctor's office is all about help. It's all about healing. There's something in the way that you're trying to get help, trying to get healing, maybe and especially for those people who are trying to help you. Claudia, link is in the bio. Tap up in the corner and you can join my YouTube. It's just right there underneath my name in my bio. The people who are trying to help you are the people that are trying to be there, or perhaps the things that you've been doing to yourself to try and help you are actually toxic. And there's a part of you that wants to stay with that toxic environment. And there's another part of you, the wiser part of you, that wants to leave. Let me give you an example because that might be kind of weird. Oftentimes, we will motivate ourselves through self-criticism, right? Maybe in the morning, I wake up, I open my eyes and say, listen, you big old sack of shit. Get out of bed, go do something with your life, make something of yourself. It's definitely motivating, but it's a toxic form of motivation. That's why there'd be the radiation leak. And so if my mind is starting to understand, sorry, the chat's killing me. if your mind is starting to understand that the way you're motivating yourself and the way that you're trying to care for yourself is toxic, then it's going to start to give you dreams about things like this. That's very interesting. Kevin says, yes, Nas, you can say balls on TikTok. Well, I said balls on TikTok. We'll see how long before the TikTok police come and shut me down. So listen, we're coming to the end. We are definitely going to read Bedtime Story because I promised Nas that I would not send her to bed without reading her a bedtime story. And Nas is living for all the bad words that I'm saying over here on YouTube. I'm going to be honest, I'm living for it too. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Nobody, believe it or not, nobody on live has ever asked me about dreams of jacuzzis. Hey, and everyone on TikTok, please come join me over on YouTube. Link is in my bio. You can join me, hang out, see what's up, and ask me your dream questions, and I will answer. Jacuzzis have been a reoccurring thing in my dreams lately, in places where they shouldn't be. What could that mean? Jacuzzis, a little bit of two things. Jacuzzis are relaxation, because they are there for you. Hot water. That's funny. I see you said that, Raylan. But they also are mini pools, right? They're mini pools. And so pools are two things. They're about self-reflection, and they are about emotion. And so it's reflecting on emotion. And so if you're seeing little jacuzzis, little pools, it is saying that you need to start reflecting on yourself and paying attention to what it is. And a lot of that may have to do with taking better care of your emotions. And you may need to start taking better care of your emotions and start having some relaxed feelings, some ways of taking care of yourself in places that are normally stressful. That's why they'd be showing up in places that aren't very common for you. Christy Charles, can you please do my dream? Yeah, absolutely. I don't see it here. Can you maybe post it in the chat again? Because I'm going pretty far back and I do not see it. So post it in there. I don't know. Maybe it didn't show up or something. We should all go into jacuzzis together. That sounds great. Next live needs to be from a jacuzzi. Someone invite me to their place. I don't have one. Okay. Kevin, thank you for being patient. I did see this earlier, but I didn't catch it. But we got it now. So Kevin is asking, hey, good morning, Rena. Hello. Come join us over on YouTube, by the way. Dreaming of partying with 90s stars, but we lost touch. I couldn't believe they liked me because I wasn't famous. But they pretended to be surprised by that. What does that mean? Couple of things. 90s is the past part of yourself. Lost touch makes sense, kind of losing touch with parts of yourself. Couldn't believe that they liked me because I wasn't famous, but they pretended to be surprised that they didn't. They pretended to be surprised that you weren't famous and that you weren't sure why they didn't like you. It's a little bit confusing, but it sounds like it has a lot to do with being proud of your past when normally you're not proud of your past. I think sometimes that you probably lay at night with regrets, with different things running through your head and different things kind of stressing you out. But it's telling you that you don't need to be so stressed out about those things. You can be more proud of those and accept those parts of yourself. It's great. Hello came from TikTok. Hey, Lowly. Thank you so much. By the way, going to do just a couple more of these dream interpretations, and then we're going to switch on over to, we're going to switch on over to Bedtime Story. I got a text message from the beautiful, the lovely, the amazing Joy. So I had to read that, make sure she's okay. She's been having a lot of health problems lately. So good thoughts and vibes out to her, if you don't mind. Lowly asks a great question. Okay. Hello, came from TikTok. I had a dream, escaped from a boat, and in the water there was snakes. None harmed me, but I tried to avoid them. Ooh, so thank you. Don, appreciate you. Kevin, appreciate you. So if you're on a boat is a symbol for coping skills with emotions. It's the way that you're traveling across your emotions, but it can be sort of defenses against your greater sort of femininity. Water in the ocean is a huge symbol for feminine energy and for emotion. And so you could be hiding from your emotions in the boat. You jump out of the boat into your emotions and you're swimming. Snakes have a dual meaning. It stands for deception, right? But it also stands for transformation. And so by jumping into the water, it's both a cleansing symbol that you're transforming and releasing yourself from those things that have been painful, those things that have been difficult, or that you've been hiding from. But it's also a symbol that you may be becoming aware of different lies that you've been believing and telling yourself. And so you're kind of cleansing yourself from these things, both the lies and allowing for transformation. So beautiful dream. Thanks for coming over, Loli, onto my little chat over here. Joy's just been having Naz, thank you for asking. Wait, what happened with Joy? She's doing okay. We'll make an announcement about everything that's going on probably pretty soon. But she's just been having some health problems. We're gonna catch you up on it, but got to take care of family. That's why I wasn't live a second time this week. Actually, was taking care of her and being there with her, and that's probably why we're going to keep this one a little bit short today. So let's do one last question. Hold on. There was someone who said, where were we at? I've got another question. Tristan's got a question. It's a little weird. Oh, come back here. Hold on. But why did I have a dream I was Danny Phantom? Probably connecting with that part of yourself. There's a little bit of Danny Phantom in you. And so you're trying to imagine what life would be like if you were more like Danny Phantom. Maybe he's confident for you. Maybe he's a superhero for you, right? And so you got to be the main character of your own life. That's what that's talking about. Okay. All right, here we go. So Ismari says, I walked through glass door with bright lights, blinding, until I appeared fully naked but not ashamed. Coworkers saw me and kept on with their day. Oh, that's beautiful. Glassdoor is all about sort of boundaries, it's like the glass ceiling, but sideways, right? It's something that is keeping you from achieving the goals that you want. And so a door is being reborn. A door is entering into a new reality, and glass is kind of like keeping yourself back. It's an invisible barrier. And then you appear fully naked to your coworkers, which means that you're exposing and you're being comfortable with your real self without being ashamed. And that's a beautiful thing. This is a very beautiful dream. And it's very encouraging, Ismari. It means that you're being more accepting of who you truly are. And that's awesome. Okay. All right. What are we saying here? Christy Charles. I still don't see your chat, Christy Charles. I see you keep asking like, hey, please do mine. I wonder if it's getting censored or something on YouTube, because I'm looking way back in the chat and I don't see anything. If Christy Charles, if you can get your dream in here, I see it says I did. I'm seeing your messages, but we will end on Christy Charles' dream. I see you. I see this. Trying to find it. Then we're going to switch over to dream story time. 4 times. It must be getting censored. I wonder if it's got a bad word in it or something. I don't know, because I honestly don't see it. Yeah, far back. All right. Well, I tell you what. If you can send it to me now, let's do it. Danny Phantom was so awesome. Yeah, I very much agree. You answer all my questions except for my dream. Oh, Tally, did I really? Did not mean to. All right, I'm trying to look for it. Send it through. Let's answer these dream questions. What word would get censored here? I have no idea. But I do not see it. Did someone else see it? Okay, tally. I see tallies. Let's get tallies. I had a dream that went from cute romantic on a cruise to everyone on the cruise trying to murder us, like pushing us off the boat and us landing on jet skis and chasing the boat. I just reshared it. Yeah, I don't see anything. Snapshot. Not seeing it there. Yeah, copy and paste it again so I can see it. It's at 8:25. Oh my gosh, that's a little while back. Let's go through here. All right, going back to the bottom. Got to get tallies for sure. So if you're on jet skis, you're on this boat, a cruise boat, right? Cruise boat, and everyone's trying to murder you. So romance is about connection, right? Cruise boat is about navigating your emotions because it's a boat on water, and then everyone trying to murder us. So it could be that you're trying to connect with something, right? In fact, not could be, like this is very much what it relates to. You're trying to navigate your emotions. You're trying to relax. You're trying to be on a boat and take it easy, right? And you're trying to connect with parts of yourself. But the more that you kind of connect, things can sort of get a little bit scary. Christy, I finally see your comment. Here we go. I got you. When you try and connect with parts of yourself and you try and explore and be safe, sometimes those things can be scary and they can feel murderous. It's almost like when we look underneath the covers, when we look underneath the bed and we actually are honest with ourselves, sometimes those things can be scary. And so you're running away from those things. You're trying to find more appropriate ways to sort of navigate life and to deal with those feelings that are kind of happening. So it has a lot to do with trying to be calm, trying to be relaxed, trying to take care of yourself, but then those things becoming a little bit stressful to you. But that's a great dream. Thanks for asking that, Tally. How does that fit? How does that help? Tell me a little bit about it. Lumberjack Princess, thank you so much. Finally found. Here we go. Finally found it. Christy Charles. When I was a kid, I would have the same dream with a voice saying, "Oop, you just kill ... so and so. Oh, killed so and so." And it would go down the line of my siblings and in all ways wonders, did that mean I am a bad person? No, does not mean you're a bad person. I don't know if I really believe in bad people. I think that there are people who are misunderstood. I think there are people who are sick, right? And I think there are people who do bad things, but I think everyone has worth. Maybe they just haven't realized how to express their worth. Maybe they haven't realized how to live life in a healthy way. So no, I don't believe that you're a bad person. And like we said in the beginning of the chat, death and killings, murderings are much more about transformation than they are about actual death. So it could be, right? This voice that says, "Oop, you just killed so-and-so." It's about you changing, especially when you were a kid. It's about you changing and developing. And so you were developing almost like your siblings do. You know, you're observing your siblings change and grow up, and you're going through that same process. And so this killing is you're recognizing, oh, I'm changing too. I'm going through these stages just like my siblings did. And so in some ways, that relationship with your sibling is dying, right? And it's developing into a new relationship. And that's very much what it means. I wouldn't be too worried about it. If you are worried about it, talk with a mental health counselor, talk with a therapist. But it sounds like a pretty normal dream to me. I hope that gives you some peace, Christy Charles. Let's see. Tally says, I have severe social anxiety and I'm trying to connect with new people. So Tally makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. Severe anxiety, trying to connect with two people. Sometimes it does feel like they're going to murder you, right? I have dreams where I fly on a broomstick. Yoshi, good to see you. I have dreams where I fly on a broomstick and other times with wings. Any feedback on their meanings? Flying on broomsticks has a lot to do with confidence. Flying and having wings, it's all about confidence. It's all about your success. It's all about your movement towards your goals. Broomsticks are about cleaning, right? And so it's a very beautiful thing. It's all about confidence. It's actually a very good symbol. So that's a great dream. Okay, listen, I'm running out of time. I got to hop into story time. If anyone's not been here before, if anyone's new to the channel, new to the chat, what we're going to do, what we always do is we kind of finish off our Thursday Night Lives with dream time, with dream story time. Yoshi, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. We just kind of grab our blankies, grab a nice sip of water, right? And we settle down and we hunker in for the night because we know that tomorrow's Friday. And then after that's the weekend. And we can make it through. We can make it through. And we're going to do it together. So let's move on in close. There we go. And let's read story time. I think I can share my screen. Are you ready for this? Share a screen. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Share screen. Oh, let's not do that. It says that it's going to really slow down the chat. All right, so let's not do it. There we go. Let's read this bedtime story. Got it. Now I'm trying to figure out all this new stuff, Raylan. I'm losing my mind. There's so much going on my screen that I'm falling apart over here. There we go. There we go. I found it. I found what we're trying to do. Boom. Beautiful. All right. Here we go. Today we have a new myth that we're going to read. It's called The Flood. And it's a Greek myth. And we're just going to see where it takes us. See what happens. I'm going to quiet down. I'm going to jump right into it. All right. The Flood. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. Good comment, Rena. If anyone is on their computers and wants to put emojis in the chat, press Windows plus. Oh, I did not know about this. Thank you, Rena. Appreciate you. I don't know. We're going to find out, Kevin. Does it include Noah in the Ark? I'm not sure. Rena is right, though. We do always illustrate the story by putting emojis in the chat. So please illustrate the story by putting the emojis in the chat. Here we go. In those very early times, there was a man named Deucalion. We're going to go with that. These Greek names are rough, man. In those very early times, there was a man named Deucalion, and he was the son of Prometheus. He was only a common man and not a titan like his great father. And yet he was known far and wide for his good deeds and the uprightness of his life. His wife's name was Pyrrha, and she was one of the fairest of the daughters of men. After Jupiter had bound Prometheus on Mount Caucasus and had sent diseases and cares into the world, men became very, very wicked. They no longer built houses and tended their flocks and lived together in peace. But every man was at war with his neighbor. And there was no law nor safety in the land. Things were in much worse case now than they had been before Prometheus had come among men. And that was just what Jupiter wanted. But as the world became wickeder and wickeder every day, he began to grow weary of seeing so much bloodshed and of hearing the cries of the oppressed and the poor. These men, he said in his mighty company, are nothing but a source of trouble. When they were good and happy, we felt afraid lest they should become greater than ourselves, and now they are so terribly wicked that we are in worse danger than before. There's only one thing to be done with them, and that is to destroy them, every one. So you can kind of tell where this is going. It is kind of a sad story, Kevin. So he sent a great rainstorm upon the earth, and it rained day and night for a long time. And the sea was filled to the brim, and the water ran over the land and covered first the plains and then the forests and then the hills. But men kept on fighting and robbing, even while the rain was pouring down and the sea was coming up over the land. No one but Deucalion and the son of Prometheus was ready for such a storm. He had never joined in any of the wrongdoings of those around him, and had often told them that unless they left off their evil ways, there would be a day of reckoning in the end. Once, every year, he had gone to the land of Caucasus to talk with his father, who was hanging chained to the mountain. Remember, Prometheus was chained to the mountain. That was his punishment. The day is coming, said Prometheus, when Jupiter will send a flood to destroy mankind from the earth. Be sure that you are ready for it, my son. And so, when the rain began to fall, Deucalion drew from its shelter a boat which he had built for just such a time. He called fair Pyrrha, his wife, and the two sat in the boat and were floated safely on the rising waters. Day and night, I cannot tell how long the boat drifted hither and thither. The tops of the trees were hidden by the flood, and then the hills, and then the mountains. And Diocleon and Pyrrha could see nothing anywhere but water. Water, water. And they knew that all the people in the land had been drowned. But after a while, the rain stopped falling, and the clouds, they cleared away, and the blue sky and the golden sun came out overhead, and then the water began to sink very fast and to run off the land toward the sea. And early the very next day, the boat was drifted high upon a mountain called Parnassus, and Diocleon and Pyrrha stepped out upon the dry land. After that, it was only a short time until the whole country was laid bare, and the trees shook their leafy branches in the wind, and the fields were carpeted with grass and flowers, more beautiful than the days before the flood. But Diocleon and Pyrrha were very sad, for they knew that they were the only persons who were left alive in all the land. At last they started to walk down the mountainside towards the plain, wondering what would become of them now. All alone, as they were in the wide world. While they were talking and trying to think of what they should do, they heard a voice from behind them. They turned and saw a noble young prince standing on one of the rocks above them. He was very tall, with blue eyes and yellow hair. There were wings on his shoes and on his cap, and in his hand he bore a staff with golden serpents twined around it. Now you do remember, serpents are a symbol for transformation, renewal, and health. So golden serpents are a good sign here. They knew at once that it was Mercury, the swift messenger of the mighty ones, and they waited to hear what he would say. "Isn't there anything you wish?" he asked. "Tell me, and you shall have whatever you desire." "We should like, above all things," said Diocleon, "to see this land full of people once more. For without neighbors and friends, the world is a very lonely place indeed." "Go on down the mountain," said Mercury, "and as you go, cast the bones of your mother over your shoulders behind you." Cast the bones of the shoulders of the mother? What? We missed a part of the story here. Why is he carrying around his mother's bones? And with these words, he leaped into the air and was seen no more. "What did he mean?" said Pyrrha. "Surely I don't know," said Diocleon, "but let us think a moment. Who is our mother, if it is not the earth? Oh, I get it now. From whom all living things have sprung. And yet, what could he mean by the bones of our mother?" "Perhaps he meant the stones of the earth," said Pyrrha. "Let us go on down the mountain, and as we go, let us pick up stones in our path and throw them over our shoulders behind us." "It is rather a silly thing to do," said Diocleon, "and yet there can be no harm in it, and we shall see what will happen." And so they walked on down the steep slope of Mount Parnassus, and as they walked, they picked up loose stones in their way and cast them over their shoulders. And strange to say, the stones which Diocleon threw sprang up as full-grown men, strong and handsome. Yes, Tally, big, strong, handsome men. And brave. And the stones which Pyrrha threw sprung up as full-grown women, lovely and fair. When at last they reached the plain, they found themselves at the head of a noble company of human beings, all eager to serve them. So Diocleon became their king, and he set them in homes and taught them how to till the ground and how to do many useful things. And the land was filled with people who were happier and far better than those who had dwelt there before the flood. And they named the country Hellas, after Helen, the son of Diocleon and Pyrrha. And the people are to this day called Hellenes, but we call that country Greece. The end. Listen, thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed the bedtime story. I hope you're taking good care of yourself, drinking your water, taking your vitamins, giving yourself the rest that you need. It's very important for your mental health. Go on a walk. It's good for you. Trust me, I know you won't like it, but you'll feel good for it afterwards. You're very, very important people, and you mean a lot to me. I hope you mean just as much to yourself and you take good care of yourself. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting the channel and supporting what I do. I know it's silly, but we're all here together just trying to make it through life, and I really, really appreciate it. I'll see you again next week for sure. Hopefully a little bit before then, but definitely on Thursday for our weekly lives. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you soon.